we got to understand that the last time Joe Burrow missed extended time, he came back the next year, threw 34 touchdowns, and led his team to the Super Bowl.
On Rodgers or Burrow, who would you rather have?
Joe Burrow. And Shay, to your last point, not all injuries are created equal.
With the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow, the simple fact that, like you mentioned, that 3-1 record versus Patrick Mahomes, and that's something to be said, right? There's only two quarterbacks, right, in the history of the NFL to beat Patrick Mahomes in a playoff setting. One of those being Joe Burrow, the other one being Tom Brady. I don't think anybody plays the quarterback position better than Joe Burrow from a pocket standpoint. Two hands on the football, feeling things around him, still keeping his eyes downfield.
Howdy and welcome on in, Cincinnati Bengals fans, Who Day Nation. Happy to have you guys. First things first, Tim Krumrie and Corey Dillon, two Cincinnati Bengal legends, are getting inducted into the Ring of Honor. We love that. I grew up with Corey Dillon. Nathan Dean, if you don't mind giving me a little piece on Tim Krumrie. I've never heard the name, unfortunately. It seems like his career ended around the time I was born, so go ahead and, if you don't mind, tell me the kind of guy Tim Krumrie was like. I do remember the Corey Dillon days. Now, one thing that I want to discuss to you guys is we have a young corner on our football team that I need to know. I don't know. You guys let me know if this is something we need to give weight to. Apparently, he is looking great, phenomenal as a rookie, and so we're going to talk about that briefly. And then I was going to go over the schedule, right? I was going to go over the schedule, but as I'm going over the schedule, and I'll say this better, the intro videos that we make when we do these videos, I go and I search, I have to look up what people are saying about the Bengals, right? So as I'm looking, I see so many opinions, and it's all over the place. A lot of people don't really have a full grasp on where we are, but I have 3 bullet points that I know for a fact, if we can capitalize on these 3 bullet points, we're undefeated. And or we're going to the big dance. Number 1, Josh Newton, TCU corner. And a lot of times with these young guys, and I'd say it like, Tyson Anderson, the young corners who we pick up at the back end of these drafts usually don't really make it onto the field, the brightest lights situations. But Josh Newton is a guy that I want you all to have an eye on. Apparently, at the OTAs and the mini rookie camp, he was balling. He was one of those ones. He was competing. He was out there, and he's a 6-foot corner, 5'11", 6 foot, which is always a great height and place to be. He's in the 190 range as well, so he has the size. This is a TCU guy as well, so I have a lot of hopes for him. As of right now, we have, of course, Cam himself, and then we have Dax Hill. As of right now, before training camp, those seem to be the dudes that are going to be our starting corners. And of course, we have DJ Turner. I believe he's going to be our slot corner right behind Mike. And so we'll see. A lot of things are still up in the air, but if this Josh Newton kid can really pan out, why wouldn't we be happy to have that happen? And so I think the more talent we have in that secondary spot, because this is really just going to funnel into our first bullet point on what I believe is going to be massive in this upcoming season. Josh Newton can be a guy that's reliable, be a guy that's competent, athletic guy, a guy that is paying attention at practice and the meetings. He is going to be very vital if we have bullet point number 1, injuries. Injuries. The annoying thing about going around and seeing what the world is saying about the Cincinnati Bengals is that their brains are only wrapped around brightest situations. And of course, when they hear injuries, they're only going to talk about Joe Burrow. So of course, 100%, that matters, right? Joe Burrow matters when it comes to injury. We lost T. Higgins for 5 games, Things are going to be very tough if we have, Joe Burrow out there and we don't have T. Higgins. Things are going to be not great. And so injuries, and we lost Cheeto Bayawuzie for a little bit. You understand with DJ Reader, he'll get hurt from time to time. I believe we had him for a very, very good chunk of time. Trey Hendrickson, he always scares me when he is, hobbling on his ankle or whatever. Sam Hubbard, I believe, even lost a few. Our Super Bowl run, our gift was that we were so healthy. That's why the media was like, they're not going to do great next year. We're not. And we ended up going to the, AFC Championship, but they were like, they're not going to do great then. But, at the end of the day, health is so huge. And I just want everyone to know it's not Joe Burrow as the only guy. And I hate that our image, right, the Cincinnati Bengals logo, it is compressed around a quarterback, and it should be. But I don't want this thing to happen to where if Joe Burrow's healthy, but we don't have T and or Jamar. Jeez, and then we're not looking so good. Now that's going to formulate to Joe Burrow's not that good, but we need a healthy team. I think health is wealth, especially when you have an all-star, superstar, legendary in the making players in both T, Jamar, and Joe, and then, who knows how Orlando Brown Jr.'s career going to end to where he could be that legend as well. I see a lot of upside in him, Amarius Mims as well. And so at the end of the day, like I said, we have the talent. We just need to be healthy. That's point number one. And it's not just the quarterback position. It's the cornerback position. It's the linebacker position. It's the trenches leave over everything. Let's have the trenches healthy, 100% healthy. And so that's where my brain is, health. That's number one. Number two, right? The number 2 point is the diamonds need to come out. The diamonds need to come out. What are you talking about, Miles? What diamonds? Where are we at right now? Miles Murphy, diamond, you need to show up. You need to show up this year. This has to be it. There's no more speculation going into year 3. After year 3, we know what you are, right? And I believe for the longest, I was like, is Joseph Asai going to take another step? Is Joseph Asai going to be, future pass rusher, premier pass rusher for the Cincinnati Bengals? After year 3, I found out what Joseph Asai was. And, I'm not saying throw it away. I'm not saying I don't like it, but he answered my questions, right? And so Miles Murphy, you have to answer my questions in year 3. You have to. And I follow him on Instagram. I advise everyone to follow these guys on Instagram, follow him on their platforms. He's been working. He's being stronger. He's competing. And so I love him getting better. And so this is a time where we need the diamonds to come out. But that's not just him. We also got to go to the offensive side. Charlie Jones and Yoshi, all right, are 2 young receivers who made a lot of great plays in their rookie season last year. The reason why I need these diamonds to come out in year 2, and unfortunately their time clock is a lot shorter than Miles Murphy, and that's because I'm sold on Jermaine Burton. And the reason why I want Yoshi and Charlie Jones to really be diamonds this year is to where we find out, hey, if T leaves, if something happens with T, for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure he's going to be out the door. And so with that, we need Charlie Jones and or Andre Yoshivas to really be dudes and to see if we need to draft a guy next year. So I think Jermaine Burton is going to be our premier slot receiver in the upcoming years, and or if he, Jermaine Burton can definitely play that outside Z role as well. He can definitely be our Z. And so we need the diamonds to come out, but that is not end with just our rookie and our young players. Mike Gesicki is so massively huge to this offense. It is a puzzle piece that I see greatness in, at least in the receiving department. Guys, this is legitimate Tyler Eifert, 15 receiving touchdown type of energy that we have. Like legit, and not saying this is just receiving wise. And we all know Tyler, I'm pretty sure it was his rookie season, or maybe it was the second year when he had that 15 touchdown, ordeal, and then he goes to the Pro Bowl, hurts his ankle, and we never see Tyler ever again in the same light. But Mike has been playing receiver pretty much for the past 3 seasons, dang near just playing wide receiver. And so come goal line, come all those types of situations, jump ball situations, he has the best quarterback he's ever played with in his career. So whatever you think of Mike Gesicki, he just got better because he has Joe Burrow throwing him the ball. He has T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, getting all types of distractions and things away from him. And then he has a pretty good, decent running back lane. And so I think we're going to get a lot of eyeballs on Chase Brown and Zach Moss in the backfield. And so Mike Gesicki, this could be a really easy season for you, because you could be in a lot of great one-on-one situations, and or even in the double situations, you're going to have the ball put in an area where only you can get it. So we need the diamonds to come out. We need the diamonds to really grow and be everything. The third point, and this is probably the most, I think injuries, I think this is in order. This is probably the third most important thing. I'm going around and I'm looking at what people have to say about the Bengals, right? What people have to say about the Bengals. Lou Anarumo. This third point is yours. I don't have any ill feelings towards that till Geno Stone, Jordan Battle, Cam Taylor-Britt, our secondary within all, Von Bell. I don't have any ill will with our secondary. Sam Hubbard, Sheldon Rankins, BJ Hill, Chris Jenkins, Trey Hendrickson, even Cam Sample. I like Cam Sample a lot. I'm not forgetting Cam Sample. I like our defensive line. I really do. Our linebackers, I mean, we'll see what's going to happen with the King Davis game. I mean, hopefully he can make plays. There's a reason why he's still here. And of course, Jermaine Pratt and Logan. I have voiced how I feel about Jermaine Pratt. I love his turnover mindset. I love that he goes and gets the ball for us. I just think he's a little bit more stiffer for my liking. And then I love Logan Wilson. All right. Defensively, I love the players. Lou, you need to put him in the best position to succeed. Lou Anarumo, this is you, man. This is you. You're about to be playing chess with these offensive coordinators, with these quarterbacks, with these strong running schemes. And guys, at the end of the day, we got to the Super Bowl, yes, because of health, right? That's number one. And number two, Jamar was that diamond as a rookie. Jamar was that diamond that we needed. And then third, defense and Lou Anarumo were on a different wavelength, a very, very different wavelength. And so that is just huge, right? So in order for us to dang near go undefeated, I don't think anyone can hang with us. And this is a very pessimistic Bengals fan you're listening to. No one can actually hang with us on our best days. Y'all saw what we did to the 49ers last year. You saw it. We didn't have Trent Brown then or Amarius Mims. All right. We didn't have Jermaine Burton then either. We didn't have Dax Hill playing corner. So who knows what could happen? Things could have gotten a lot worse for the 49ers last year. When things were healthy, when things were flowing, things were good for us. Like I said, I can't see us not going undefeated, and then not making it to the championship. We can run with the best, 100%. 100%. It's just up to those three things. Can we stay healthy? Can the diamonds come out? And can Lou Anarumo and this defense look like they did in that Super Bowl run? Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, and subscribe.